Thank you for your coming here today. First of all, I have to say that I'm very delighted to be here and have a presentation with you now. Okay, before we start, let me introduce myself first. My name is An from Team 2, and our presentation today will be about a very valuable prosperity of Vietnam. You know, Vietnam is very famous for 8 World Heritage Sites that recognized by UNESCO, and today our team will going to take you to visit one of these places. Okay, now I will have some hints for you to guess the name of this place. First, this place welcomes 2.38 million of tourists each year, and it is one of the most romantic towns in the world, voted by India Times. It is also in the top best coloring destination in the world, and especially most of the relics here date back to 2,000 or even 3,000 years. So, can you guess what is his name? Yes, it's right. Today we are going to visit Hội An ancient town. And now let's get started by learning more about Hội An's architecture and history with Thuyết.
Okay, Hội An's charming beauty is acknowledged by UNESCO in 1999. Its culture is harmonious, a mix of Chinese, Lebanese, Spanish, and Indian culture. Through historical thick and thin, Hội An pristine retain the ancient feature and antique structure. The ancient town of Hội An lies on the Thu River, 30 kilometers south of Da Nang. It was formerly a major trading port in Southeast Asia between the 16th and the 17th century. Hội An was an important center for Dutch, Portuguese, Italian, Chinese, Japanese, and merchants, other merchant ships from the Far East. So, can you help me introduce with some fascinating destinations of Hội An?
Hội An is famous for its old temple, followed the ancient home and narrow street. All the house were made of wood as their pillar were carved with ornamental design. One of the attractions in Hội An is the Japanese bridge, which was built in 16th century and still well preserved. All visitors to Hội An are recommended a visit to Quảng Đông Hội Quán. So, Phúc, how about Tân Kỳ House?
Yes, Tân Kỳ House, which were constructed nearly 2 centuries ago, at a house of Vietnamese merchant. The house now look almost exactly that it was in early 19th century. And here is some beautiful destination I want to introduce. Here, Kola Cham and An Bàng Beach.
Thank you, Ngọc and Phúc. Let me continue with another shady aspect of Hội An. Hội An is not only famous for old architecture, but also for its elite culture and traditions. Colorful lanterns are the unforgettable images and so belong to people and travelers. They are held everywhere on the streets. They are also the necessary part in Hội An Festival, especially Lantern Festival and Asian Town Night. So, do you know what people and travelers do in Hội An Festival?
Traditionally, the local Burmese form good luck and make offering a family auto on the day of festival. Lighting a small lantern and standing it down on the river are popular custom. The traveler can also put down the river past the twinkle tower on the boat. By the end of the evening, hundreds of brightly colored lanterns can be seen floating in the river.
country, and we can miss the charming and amazing beauty of Hội An lifestyle. Hội An lifestyle scene comprise trendy visual, cafes, parks, offices, laundry, and live music venue. Most of which are set within the bustling ancient town and riverside. When the sun sets, the pedestrians friendly streets of Hội An transform into a vibrant display of colorful lantern, folk dance performance, and candle floating down to the river.
Okay, so what do you want to say?
And can I have a question? I've heard a lot of good recommendation on cuisine of Hội An. I want to know how amazing Hội An's culinary. Can you help me?
Oh yes, of course. We are here to introduce you to the food paradise of Hội An. Let's share with you something.
You know, Hội An is authentic culture. Display its six best culinary in the world. Hội An now it's really a heaven of Vietnamese traditional street food. Most of so on the culture. So the street in the small area, what assume if you come to Hội An, but we have never eaten street food.
Thank you for your sharing. So let's begin our food trip with the Hội An's definitive food, which is cao lẩu. This dish can be found at any restaurant in Hội An with a reasonable price ranging from 10,000 to 50,000 Vietnam dong. It comprises like pork slices, chewy noodles, and some fresh herbs. And the next dish is chicken rice. Chicken rice originates from China and it's a very common dish in Southeast Asia. Hội An is known to use high quality rice and farm raised chicken. A standard plate of this costs 30,000 Vietnam dong and can be served with lamb soup. It can be served with soup and some pickles and some another traditional food that still retain the essence of old cuisine. The first one you can see the screen is farm noodles and white roast dumplings. The last one is bánh xèo. So our food trip ends here. Hope you will try this food when you come to Hội An. Thank you.
I cannot remember you. Hội An is a Muslim city, but it's very important for us to know about Hội An current condition. And besides the succeed in Hội An preservation, there are still issues not addressed completely, such as environmental pollution and the disruption of cultural relic values. And the fourth condition is inconvenient weather condition. Being a coastal city, Hội An directly influenced climate changes. Storm along the flood and the coastal landslide occur frequently, which makes it heritage site face the risk of soil eroding. And let me tell about the next alarming condition of Hội An.
One of the biggest causes is because of human being activities. Local authority over focus on tourism and but ignore the reformation, conservation, and repairment. For original historical objects are not closely controlled, therefore they are being ruined day by day. Because of the lack of the strict punishment of the government, local people and tourists are not highly aware of retaining the original beauty of Hội An ancient town. As a result of that, they litter everywhere, leading to the imbalance of the ecosystem. As you can see here in this picture, the canal under Japanese bridge is being a dead flow. Kunanta Beach is full of rubbish, and Huai River is seriously polluted by trash and untreated sewage. You have seen the alarming condition of Hội An. We must take action now. So, Hafun, can you give us some solution to that?
Okay, thank you, Phi. Because of both natural beauty and cultural values, Hội An has become one of the most attractive destinations in Vietnam. So what should we do to conserve and enhance Hội An's values? First of all, I think we should raise awareness of residents and tourists by holding many campaigns with inspiring slogans. Secondly, the government and authority must have flexible and effective laws on business, the tourism, and the operations of activities on river. As you can see on this picture, this is a water disposal factory in Hội An. That is the result of cooperation between Hội An authorities and Japanese experts. Last but not least, authorities should take care of the heritage sites such as ancient houses, assembly halls, so that they will be destroyed and can remain intact. Finally, we need to preserve the cultural values by holding cultural festival and visiting craft villages. So before is all of our presentation, thank you for watching and listening.